beautiful people. Hello, good people. Welcome to my live. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I should button my pants up because they're always unbuttoned. Welcome to my live. I just got off work. And when I mean by getting off work, I literally walk from my computer to over here and I'm home and I'm off. So I was live on Instagram. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and do that at Privileged Black Girl. I would love to have. Yes. Hi, Jamie. Hi. Trying to get my hello, Jamie. Jamie always cash apping me. I appreciate that, big dog. Hello, Magnolia Fairy. Missed you too. I appreciate your support. Wait, I need to. Oh, there we go. There we go with the heart. Can I do my heart like that? My fingers aren't doing what it's supposed to do. This Erica, where the hell have you been, Erica? Erica, where have you been? How's life going, Erica? How's it going for you? How are you doing? How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Erica, how's it going? That is nothing. Did you get my cash app? That is nothing. Jamie said that is nothing. Your cash app is nothing. Your cash app is nothing compared to what Jamie does for me. It's nothing. You got to get your game up. Erica, how have you been? What's going on? How's Texas? How's the weather? I hope all of you all are staying warm because I've heard there are some wild temperatures out there. Everything is great. Hope you've been doing well. Yes, Erica, I've been doing lovely. Just working my butt off, doing what I need to do. So Erica, girl, tell me why. Okay, Erica, we have to talk in code a little bit because tell me why the fuck was I trying to go through that website that you sent me? Because I wanted to be nosy. The ice is melting. Okay, good. I'm glad. Be careful on that ice, y'all. Girl, I wanted to be messy and see what the fuck was like. What's tea? And I could not find it. I could not find the screenshots that you sent me. I was trying to be fucking messy. I just wanted to go see what the community was saying, but I couldn't find it. So that website is very secure. Yes, girl. I was like, damn, I ain't know it was like this. Okay, send me the link, girl. I was like trying to see. I wanted to be nosy because Erica, I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I'm a little messy and I like a little nosiness and I want to see what's going on when people got my name in their mouth. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I do be wanting to know what's going on. So I found it very interesting that you had sent it to me. And I was like, So I was being nosy. I ain't even gonna lie. When y'all be sending me the tea and the gossip, I be looking. But how was you all's day today? Did you all eat? Are you staying warm? How's it going? How's life? How are you feeling? Don't got nothing in particular to talk about. I was live on my Instagram and I said, can you please make me a mod? Ari, your fave 2024. What's up? All right, talk to me. What you want to moderate? It ain't even nothing here to moderate. Hello, I thought of you earlier today. Did you think of me? Oh, it feels so good to be thought about. Yeah, I asked my sisters, y'all, tell me why I just asked two of my siblings that told them I wanted to, yes, it do be juicy, but they pissed me off talking about you because you're not even one of those scamming sons. No, exactly. I appreciate your support, but I'm like, that's not my thing. That's not my thing. That's not my thing. That's not my thing. I started that. I mean, it's such a, I feel like it's a double-edged sword, or it's a quarter, or it's like a coin. You can't have the head without the tail. And you damn near can't say that you are a SB giving favors without those other stereotypes being with it. If you having sex with somebody else and you're thinking about me, you need to reprioritize. You need to do better. Wait, who you talking about? Who who be talking about you? Girl, Charisma. The same old, same old. They still, shorty still being messy. But I find it to be interesting. Like when I wasn't dating, I mean, if you look at the history of my YouTube channel, then you'll see that I fundamentally, like in the past, just have not dated people who didn't take care of me. But then I started, like, as I started getting older, the age of the man started getting older too, because I was aging. So I wanted to like date men who had money, but then I learned that, oh, these are called sugar daddies. And then you have sugar daddies, and you're like, oh, that's a new term. So now you say you're a sugar baby. You have now you being like, oh, I'm a sugar babe, I'm a sugar babe, not knowing that being a sugar babe has such a negative connotation to it, because people automatically have their presumptions of what you're doing to receive that money from that person. And once I realized that, especially being here in South Florida, and it's all over the place, from women that are like 18 years old and up until women who are like 45, 50, 60 years old, who are still sugar babes out here, who still don't have no skill set, who still having their life paid for by a man, who still have all these things and they just don't know what they're going to do in life. They don't know. They don't have no retirement plans. They don't have no Roth IRA. They don't have no high yield savings account. They don't have anything. They're just living how you say people in America are living check to check. Sugar baby, you living check to check too from the men. So it's a lot. And I had to learn the reality based on myself. Like, damn, I was really codependent on, and it's like when you're close to the picture, you don't realize how close you are to the picture until you're out of the picture. And for me, I said to myself, like, damn, I didn't realize how codependent I was on my quote unquote sugar daddy, who wanted to say then he was my man because he didn't like the stereotype of being called a sugar daddy, but he was never really my man because he was doing exactly that, being a sugar daddy. So when we were talking, as he was being my sugar daddy, he would like try to switch the topics. He would mind fuck me to be like, yeah, 1 minute he's my sugar daddy, 1 minute he's not my sugar daddy. He'd be like, oh, I'm not your sugar daddy, I'm your friend. Oh, we're not friends, we're just people who are fucking. You know, this feels transactional. He would have all of these fucking excuses for the behavior that was happening during our quote unquote relationship, when really it was just a transactional relationship. I had a need, he could provide, and he had a need that I was able to provide to him, and it was just like that. And people get those misconstrued, and then you fall in love with that lifestyle and be like, oh, I want to marry this person, I want to be with this person. And if he's not if he's unsterilized, or if he's gotten a vasectomy, then you automatically know that, damn, there's a possibility I could get pregnant by this man. And once you get pregnant by this man, you're like, damn, I'm stuck with this man, and now you got a worm baby. But that's not my fault. Or it's just you see it all the way through. But that's no longer my lifestyle. Now I'm over here. I just got off my computer. I got like 4 different monitors that I was working on today, and I've transitioned my life and just been working. I have skills, I have competencies, I am a very high achiever. I've been able to secure a position remotely that allows me to have my same lifestyle, or even better, that pays $20,000 more or $30,000 more than what I was receiving from these SDs. So I'm good now. Things are better now, and I'm showing you how to do it by example. You can change your life. You gotta have no sugar daddy all the time. You can supply your lifestyle without a man, and that's something that I realized. Like, bitch, it's cool to have a man around. He the cherry on top of the cupcake, but he's not the end all be all. And I don't have men centered as they're not the centerpiece on my table in my life. It's nice to have them. They're great people, but it's not my priority. My priorities was more so getting my shit together so that I'm not a high-class prostitute, or a high-class whore, or a high-class escort, or a high-class giving my pussy out to every motherfucking nigga who got a bag. So, and even if I don't, just like, because to me, sex in my spirituality and giving my body away and like having sex with these men for money, that really does play down on your soul. That's why you can see a beautiful woman go from like being youthful to being drained, and she's still super fucking young, because you just let these people come suck and leech off all this energy from you. And that's something that I'm not willing to do, and it wasn't what I was willing to do while living here in Miami, Florida. I didn't start an OnlyFans. I was able to keep my morals and my values in place for the things that I wanted, and I'm here to show that and be the example for the women who desire the same thing. Because I have a friend right now who's really contemplating her Christianity, who's really contemplating knowing God, to start an OnlyFans. But I told her, girl, you could do it without one. You could do it. Just I know it's very tempting when you see girls on OnlyFans making millions and millions of dollars. Like that girl Sophia, she made like, I forget the insane amount of money that she made, but she made more than the goddamn. It can be very tempting to have that lifestyle, but I'm telling you, it's better to put in the work to achieve your goals and desires on your own, so that you can really have a firm foundation and not be reliant upon a man, because they'll show you that shit on the internet, but it ain't all that glitters isn't gold. That's why I don't desire people's lives. And don't talk to Ice. You ain't got to talk to Ice either. Because I heard Ice been knocking on people's doors. Ice, don't bring your ass over here. I'm a U.S. citizen, baby. Money isn't everything. Money isn't everything, but it's damn near close to oxygen. You do need it to survive. You are a bad friend. You just talked her out of millions of dollars. Chad South, huh? Am I a bad friend who just talked her out of millions of dollars? Because people will look at me and say, how do you get these men to give you money? How do you get these men to do these things for you? Well, I tell you one thing, I didn't start an OnlyFans. I even had one of my neighbors, not the one that we don't get along right now, not her, but I had one of my white neighbors ask me if I had, like, she told me she had started an OnlyFans, and then she was asking me how to market her OnlyFans as if I had a motherfucking OnlyFans, and she's in her fucking 40s, bitch. She's like 45 years old, ho. So you can't sit up here and tell me that there are women who are compromised. No, I'm not going to encourage my friend to have an OnlyFans if she doesn't have to. Now, if she chooses to have an OnlyFans, if she asks me, I'm gonna say no. But if she chooses to do that, then that's her business. I can't control her free will, but I'm not going to encourage her. And if she comes to me asking me for help on about what I did in my life to be successful, and the skills that I obtained to be successful, and the path that she should follow, that I follow, and she asking me for advice, then I will tell her what I did. But I'm not going to encourage my friend to sell her soul to the internet for fucking a subscription each month for lustful ass people. If it's her desire, then that's her desire. But I'm not going to promote that for my friend. And also, if she did, I'm not judging her. That's her fucking business. However, she came to me and asked me a specific question, and I said, no, I don't encourage that behavior. I don't care how hard you think it gets right now. This is where you have to make a pivotal decision, and the pivotal decision is to do better, not become bitter, because that's a poor life choice. I mean, we hear about it all the time, those girls who went on OnlyFans and started their lifestyle and got all the money, but they have regrets about it today. They have regrets about their behavior right now. So don't sit up here and act as if there isn't another way. When there's a will, there's a way. Sometimes and oftentimes that's the easy fucking way out, because people don't want to do the work. And it's not just women who have OnlyFans, men have them too. So don't do that. Okay. But I am not encouraging my friend to have no motherfucking OnlyFans, because she can do better. Like, you have so many other skill sets. You're beautiful. You have, even if you don't have the skill set, then I can show you ways to gain it. Let's work on your resume. If you need some skill sets, if there's, what field do you want to be in? Do you want to be in human resources? Because she's looking for a particular field. What are you good at? What are your skill set? Let's see what you want to try. But you got to get out here and put forth the action to try to do better in order to actually be better. You can't just be, and don't compare yourself to others. You're in your own race at your own pace. Stop comparing yourselves to others. That's another thing that's slowing you down. If you're in your own fucking race and you start looking at other lanes to see if who's going faster, you're gonna be fucking left behind. Why don't y'all get that? The way she talks instantly show everything y'all need to know. The way she thinks, you know, these fools ain't good at anything. But Heather, that's the problem. Skill sets can be developed, and you can develop your skill sets no matter how beautiful you think you are. Like Beyonce said, in your 20s, your beauty will fade away. You need to have some skills. Your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, like, what are you gonna do? I see it down here in Miami every single day. I think the Miami effect is real on two parts. The Miami effect is so real that it will motivate you to get up and become more successful, to hustle, so that you can have a better lifestyle, so that you can have more leisure, so that you can have more freedom and more choices to do whatever you want in this beautiful weather at any given time. And then you see the example of the people who didn't take advantage of their choices. You see the example of the people who have been left behind. You see the example of the people who have no skill sets. You see the total opposite. It's like heads and tails. So I learned from those around me, and I've been here. September 2026 will be my 3rd year that I've been here. And for me, I've learned from both groups of people. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm a beautiful woman, and yes, I could be out here, but it's with these men, but it's so stressful. I even got invited. I get invited to go on yachts, and the girls. I remember this dude was on the internet. He was like, "You ain't know." He was trying to nag me and make it seem like I wasn't the baddie who get invited to yacht parties and go on yachts and do this and do that. My thing about being invited to yacht parties, me personally, it's just me by myself. I don't have a group of friends here to be like, hey girls, y'all want to come on a yacht party with me? Or like, this dude invited us to a yacht party, can y'all come be with me? I'm not going on a yacht with a person I don't know and I'm not comfortable with. I'm not going on a fucking yacht on the water with a man that I don't fucking know. I hear too many stories that don't pop up in the news. So much shit that be going on down here in Miami that y'all don't know about these girls getting on these yachts and fucking not turning up. They turn up dead. And I'm not trying to be like that. I don't give a fuck how enticing it may be. I don't give a fuck how pretty girls on the boat, because I've been drugged by women down here in fucking Miami, and I've been robbed by women down here in fucking Miami. And women down here in Miami be working for the fucking men. They be working for these traffickers. They be doing this shit. They will fucking pull you in and leave your ass left high and dry. So when you sit up here and be like judging me, got invited to so many fucking yacht parties here in Miami, but I've declined because my spirit is very discerning. And the bitches, just because they smiling in your face, that don't mean they mean you well. I done had bitches drug me, okay, here in Miami. Okay, I'm not finna go on no fucking yacht in the middle of the goddamn water on the ocean with people I'm not comfortable with, that I have not known, and I live here by myself and nobody know where the fuck I'm at on some fucking water. No. Hell no. So when you get to talk about some, oh, you're not as bad as a 10. If you were a 10, if you were this, you were that, you'd be on a yacht, you'd be doing this, you that. Bitch, it's a fine print. It's a fine line. There's a fine print to getting on these yachts and having gone, unless it's a group of friends personally who decided to come down here and rent a yacht and get on the yacht and be like, oh, let's have a good time on the yacht because that's one of the things that we want to do. Hell fucking no. Girls meet people on yachts, and they go on yachts every fucking day, but they always bring a friend or two. I don't know too many motherfucking women who going out here on yachts by themselves. They always got a buddy or two, and they be on that same sneaking geek shit that the men on, doing strange for a piece of change. Don't fucking sit up here and try to goddamn gaslight me like you ain't a baddie because you don't be on the yachts. Bitch, please. I've been invited to so motherfucking many parties, but I'll turn this bitch up. Bitch, I'll throw a flare before you try to take my life, and I done had my goddamn safety jeopardized by men and women in Miami. Fuck that shit. So be careful when these yacht parties be like, you want to go on a yacht? The girls, you want to go on a yacht? You want to go on a yacht? Yeah, let's have fun on the yacht. I'm not going out to no motherfucking water with bitches I don't know. You got me fucked up. No. No. And it ain't no race thing either, because this was black women and white women and a Spanish woman. And a group of 3 fucking women drugged me. You think I'm finna go on a yacht with these bitches? Fuck no. These hoes don't be your friends. What y'all saying? You need to do. You said I need to do a rap album. Do it sound like I'm rapping to you? I'm not fucking rapping. I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious. So that's in line with the sugar baby, sugar daddy, prostitution, escort. They be like, oh no, if you talk to a prostitute, if you talk to an escort, if you talk to a sugar babe, if you talk to a girl who just met a man that got money and she's there, all of them are saying the same thing at different levels. All of them. And you try to be like, oh, I'm not saying that, I'm not doing it. Unless you're in a exclusive committed relationship with that person, it is merely based on transaction. And that's what people don't understand. And they try to condemn you and say these things. That's why I had to get like out of that line of work, or get out of that line of dating and be like, I don't know. I don't want people assuming that I'm just like this type of person, and it doesn't matter what people think about you. They're going to have their preconceived notions regardless. However, it is up to you and how you carry yourself. I mean, people gonna perceive you any type of way. It don't even motherfucking matter, bitch. You could put on a hoodie, a hat, glasses, bitch. You could go outside with a ski mask. Well, if they gonna judge if you got on a ski mask. But bitch, it don't matter how incognito you try to dress up and be, people will still judge you. So that's not even a fact of a matter. The fact of the matter is that line with sugar babes, escorts, prostitutes, high class prostitutes, giving that pussy out because that man got money. All of it is a blurred line. It's like gumbo. It's stirred in a pot. The ingredients taste good, but that shit is mixed. It is a mix. Hey, it's your pussy, not mine. Just make sure you have proper pussy management versus poor pussy management, because a lot of y'all bitches out here got poor pussy management and poor spiritual hygiene, and you need to work on that. No poor pussy management. No poor pussy management. We need proper pussy management around this bitch. PPM. PPM can go both ways, but make sure it's proper for you. Make sure you got proper pussy management. Yeah, I got proper pussy management, because I feel like sex and spirituality and energy all ties together as one. Like, we always exchange energy with people on a day-to-day basis, whether you say hello to people. Even saying hello to someone can be an exchange of energy. Making eye contact can be exchange of energy with someone, just based on how they're looking at you. You all can have communication based on eye language and body language and energy exchange. Therefore, when you have intercourse sexually with someone, that is the highest level of energy exchange that you can have with a motherfucker, and you be giving your precious gems and stones. Now, if you got shitty energy, poor energy, unhappy energy, I don't like my life energy, you got those types of energy, and then you have sex with somebody that got the same type of energy as you, y'all ain't gonna get nothing from that. Y'all just gonna, it's just like, it's a negative and a positive. It's not even a negative and a positive. It's just a neutral thing. But when if you have high energy like myself, great energy, like so amazing energy, high vibrational energy, and you have sex with someone who's equally as high vibrational as yourself, then you can literally what do I say? You can literally transmute. That's what I wanted. That's the word I wanted to use. You can transmute through that energy. And what I say, why that energy is so sacred and important to me, is because if I choose to exchange this energy or give it to someone, they can feel my body and I can feel them so deeply that we become telepathically connected, and on a telepathic level that it don't matter what the fuck they do, they can't lie to me. I can see you. I can hear your thoughts. It's so, the energy is so potent that it made me pull back from like having intercourse with people. Because you okay, James? James, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up?
No, I heard you coughing.
Oh my god, I had like the worst flu, and this fucking cough is like.
Oh, you flush red. You okay?
No, I'm fine. Yeah.
Oh,
thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
I love the windows.
Thank you so much. Like, I don't have to see this bitch no more. Now I'm happy when I look out my window. I'm like, oh, look at that.
It looks very pretty. I love it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Keep it open. I need the fresh air. She can come this. She can see me right there, but I ain't gonna see her right there. Okay, I'm being petty. Right, see ya. Okay, so as I was saying, yes, transcend, Noah, we could use that word as well. So what happens is, some people just have like intercourse with someone and they just do it because like they feel like they want to do it. Like you need to get this pressure off, you feeling this, whatever. But sometimes when your love button is throbbing, go do something creative. Pour that energy into yourself. Observe your thoughts and see what new ideas come to mind so that you can take corrective action and bring it into fruition. that energy is so powerful that you have that it can literally be used to it manifest your entire life. And some people won't understand it on this level, but I do very deeply. Therefore, I can't just connect myself to any and everybody. Because if I choose to give my body to somebody, I literally feel them. I feel their mood. I feel anything they fucking do. And if don't let me be around them, then I really, really feel it. I feel that shit. They could be, they could be in another country and I feel that shit. Cause I'm so connected to you. Even with my, you know how I know, I've already tested this shit, so nobody can't tell me. I'm following my intuition, I'm following my body. I already know this shit is real. But I even can feel it with my fucking friends, dog. I can feel it with my family, dog. I can feel it with my mama. I feel it with my sisters, my brother, my mate, my friends. I feel it with every fucking body. Everybody who be in my life. I can feel it with a stranger in regards to like conversation exchange, but I mainly feel it when it is someone who's deeply connected, albeit we exchange energies with each other. Okay, y'all ain't getting it. I'm gonna stop talking about it. Some of y'all get it. My viewer count definitely dropped down because they weren't understanding what I'm saying. But those who my like button kept going up and those who are throwing the hundreds and the hearts, y'all get it. Because y'all ain't out here just sleeping with any and everybody and giving your energy to any and everybody. So I get it. I get it. But we can talk about something else. We can talk about the shits and the gigs, all the bullshit y'all like to talk about. Because y'all love bullshit. Y'all love bullshit. So we can stay on the bullshit. You get it? Okay, multifaceted. Okay, y'all get it. See? Yep, these boxes about to come out. What? Rains and bakes? Y'all get it. Okay, y'all fucking with me. Y'all fucking with y'all picking up what I'm putting down. The few who are here, y'all picking up what I'm putting down. But we ain't. Knowledge is power, baby. And pussy is too. Pussy is power. Your pussy is so powerful. You gotta know what to do with it. You can't just be out here giving your pussy away, bitch. Your pussy is opening up portals. Your pussy is out here motherfucking creating life. Bitch, your pussy creates life. You don't know how powerful you do. You not see how powerful you are? You are so powerful. You are the co-creator of your life. You literally create life from your body. Why don't you think you can't create the life that you actually fucking want and desire? Why don't people believe that? If women create life, if we could create life, like everything around us came from a thought first. Everything, no matter what it is that you think about, the microwave, the refrigerator, the books, the chairs, my hair, eyelashes, diamond earrings, t-shirt, nails, hair, pants, socks, underwear, bra, every fucking thing that you can look at right now around you first started with a thought. Somebody was thinking about that shit. And then they like, I want to work on this shit. Yeah, I'm thinking about this shit. I want to work on this shit. Let me bring that into fruition. Oh shit, I'm so inspired that I want to take action. Oh my gosh, action made me want to get up and do something. I get up and do something, and now I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the work so consistently. Damn, I'm struggling with my words. I'm putting in the work so consistently that it makes me want to motherfucking make it happen. Look at this. I got discipline. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. That drives confidence. That builds confidence that you thought about something and then you was actually able to get up and take corrective action and then fucking do it, and it propels you to move forward, because all you can think about is the shit. And you don't even have to know the know-how. You don't even have to know everything. You don't even have to know all the steps. All you have to do is believe in yourself. All you have to do is think about what it is that you want and take action. Because I believe in God and I believe in the Bible and I believe that faith without works is dead. So you can't believe that you want to do something and sit there with all your pipe. Like, bitch, you're not Matilda. You need to get up and take actual reality action. You need to motherfucking make it happen. What you do need to do is always believe in yourself. Always trust yourself. But if everything and you don't get nothing else from me, and you sitting there smoking a blunt, or you sitting there pondering your thoughts, always think about how everything around you first started with a fucking thought. Just a mirror. I don't know what that do to your ions in your brain, but that makes my ions in my brain go pew 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 pew. That makes me excited. That makes me be like, oh, if they did this, then what? I could do it. You see, there's somebody already living a lifestyle you want. There's somebody already doing the shit that you want to do. If you see them doing it, what the fuck? Why do you think they better than you, bitch? They not better than you. All they did was get up and take action. All they did was get up and make it happen. All they did was believe in themselves more than you believe in yourself. And I got mad one time when I realized that when I wanted to start a YouTube channel, the only difference between me, they weren't no better than me. Because I was like, shit, they doing this shit. I feel like I could be better than them. Honestly, I started my YouTube channel and I was like, I feel like I used to watch YouTubers all the time. I'm like, people watching this shit, people entertained by this shit, like people doing, like people just sitting there. Like I felt like other motherfuckers was boring, just like people might think I'm fucking boring. But what it made me do was piss me off so bad that I felt like YouTube needed a me. YouTube needed something. I don't see nobody being like me. YouTube need a me. You know what I'm saying? So I started my YouTube channel because it pissed me off so bad that the only difference between me and the people who were doing it is that they believed in themselves and they got up and took corrective action and they got up and made it happen. And they fucking, now they striving and thriving. And that to me was so motivational, along with understanding that every single thing around you started with a thought first. I don't know if y'all get that. But the fact that it was just a thought. This is a prime example. This was just a thought. This was just a thought first. But a man in Dakar, Senegal on Godet Island made this. He hand carved this. I got this when I went to Dakar, Senegal. It's made out of wood. It's a thinking man. Look at him. He's hand carved. I watched him make this. Look at this shit. It started with a thought first and then he brought it into fruition and then I purchased it with my money and I bought it back to America. Look at this. This came from Dakar, Godet Island, where all of ours, where the elected trade slave was. This is where the door of no return was. This is where this came from. Y'all don't get it. But I hope one day that you will. Sooner than later, bitch. I'm not playing. And all the shit that's going on in America with Donald Trump and the politicians, it's just like, it's so much shit going on. Remember to stay grounded. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. Love from Jordan. Shout out to Jordan. Use a respectful language. What are you talking about, Jordan? Thinking, man, you're not saying much. I can't have his toys. You're not reading the comments, are you? I am now. I'm reading the comments now, but I have to get my thoughts out first because sometimes y'all be in the comments talking some bullshit, trying to tell me how I should behave, and I'm just here to drop a motherfucking word like a birdie. You got a wordie from a birdie. That's it. I'm just a girl who like to talk. See, y'all talk about am I reading the comments, and that's why I ignore y'all because you want me to read the comments, so what you could do? Are you saying anything positive? Because right now I see some bullshit in my comments. Move on, Terrence. Right now I see some bullshit in my comments and I'm not responding to that because people want to tear you down and I'm not the fucking one. You don't like yourself. Hi, chica. Hi, chica. I am great. Thank you for asking. How are you? How have you been? Where are you? How have you been? People tell you the truth. Telling me the truth about what? You're not telling me the truth about a motherfucking thing. All you're doing is telling me your opinion, and everybody has one of those. Everybody has an opinion. I don't give a fuck about what you think about me. I'm sitting up here sharing my own insight on my own YouTube channel, and if you don't motherfucking like it, you can keep motherfucking scrolling and start your own YouTube channel and have the confidence to get up here and speak just like this, but you don't, bitch. So you over here looking at me, ho. That's the truth. What you said is an opinion and what you believe, bitch. Where's your man? You over 30, so why are you not settled? I didn't know there was a timeline for me to be motherfucking settled with a man, a motherfucking picket fence and a dog, bitch. Who do you think you are? Where is your man? Where is your plate? I hope one's not in front of you because I'm sure it's not your first meal you had today. This is what y'all want to do. Y'all want to go from talk about serious shit and how to actually have a better fucking life to talking shit in the comments. Which is cool with me too, because I don't mind. My shit's together. How about you? Ping pong headed bitch. Bobblehead fucker. Hi neighbor, how are you?
Good. Hey, thank you so much again.
You're very welcome.
Because of that, find my Apple something. That's the reason I found my phone back.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. You said, I'm a father of 3. I'm 36 years old. I'm on mine, but you definitely struggling. I'm a father of 3 and you're 36 years old, but you have improper grammar because you don't even understand that you're supposed to begin the beginning of a sentence with a capitalized letter. I cannot believe you're a father of 3 and you're typing like you are in my motherfucking comments. If you're a father of 3, where's the wife of your kids? You should be at home. If I don't know where you are in the world, but you should be preparing to be with your wife and not on social media looking at me because I look better than her and your motherfucking kids because you're not happy with the circumstances, even though you ejected 3 times, more than that, to get the fucking kids that you have. So I don't give a fuck about you being a father of 3, 36 years old, living your fucking life. I don't respect you because you don't even know how to start a fucking sentence with capitalized letter. Your grammar sucks. And I hope you're not teaching your kids the same fucking thing. English is my 4th language. You are really a big mouth. I am a big mouth, but your wife's mouth should be bigger and sucking your dick so you can release some of the stress that you're going through because clearly you're not happy and satisfied with your real life, bitch. Chica, champagne and homemade juice. So, Chica, yesterday, all day Sunday, yesterday, I meal prep. I meal prep for the rest of the week. Monday through Friday, I did breakfast. Monday through Friday, I did dinner. So, all my meal prep, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you, Chica. Unlike this motherfucker, his wife ain't cooking him shit. So, I did all my meal prep. I did Monday through Friday for like breakfast, and then I have dinner right here, and then I have some tuna right here in case I get a little snacky hungry, and I got some broccoli in case I want that, and then I got some grapes, some grapey grapes right here if I want that, and I'm drinking on a little champagne. And then this is my homemade juice. I made this juice yesterday. I made that juice from all my fruits that I had in my fridge that I didn't want to get rid of that were going soft. So I put them all in a blender and then I strained them and I just add some lemon and made my juice. So I'm sipping on my homemade juice that I topped with my little champagne. Unlike OEDI that's in my motherfucking comments, his wife, he should be at home having dinner. Like, why do men be in my comments talking shit to me? If you got a wife, then go be with your wife. But I look better than her, and I'm more satisfying to look at because you settled. So that's why you over here, bitch. It makes perfect sense to me. That's the only logical explanation I could come up with. Tell me what you think. Nice, very healthy. Exactly, Chica. You love green grapes? I love green grapes. Why you got so many boxes of baking soda? I got boxes of baking soda to clean my fruit because I've been eating more fruit lately. So you put the baking soda in with the vinegar and you put it in some water and you clean your fruit like that. Do you not clean your fruit? Is the champagne dry or sweeter in? It's more dry. That's why I put my juice in there with it. I'm here because I hate my wife. I can tell. I got 2 wives, broski. Who gives a fuck? I want to marry you. Do you really? I don't care about you having 2 wives and you still not satisfied. You got 2 wives, a little dick, 3 kids, and you 36 years old and you got a receding hairline. You're not happy with your fucking life, you miserable fuck. I don't desire that. I don't desire a man like that. You do not sound desirable in any way, shape, or form. Clearly, you don't have a certain tax bracket that I would be even interested in to pay you any attention to feel like you gotta have 2 wives. I'm sure your first wife. Hey, you know what? Moving along. Moving the fuck along. You sound miserable, fuck. You sound miserable. You sound miserable. That does not sound desirable at all. Y'all, the way that y'all describe y'all lives, you think that sounds desirable to me? That don't sound desirable to me. I don't want your life. I don't desire your life. I don't want to take advice from you. You got 3 kids, you 36 years old, and you have 2 wives, and you think that it's something that I desire in any way, shape, or form to even be entertaining a man like that while you sitting up here on YouTube watching another woman live? Where are your 2 wives and your kids that you should be goddamn co-mingling and building a legacy with, but you over here on my motherfucking live? Like, bitch, there's no desire or respect there. None. But I know I look entertaining. I know. Everything your wives desire, but they'll never have because of a scumbag like you. Sad. Very, very sad and disappointing. Disappointing. I'm disappointed like your wives. I'm disappointed like them. You a drunk. Your mama, bitch. Your mama. Hey, want to join my life? I'm a fat, slobby loser with low income, and I will ignore you for video games. Want to date? Nah, Mike. Don't sound like you. I'm not interested in you, to be honest. It ain't wives. It's wives, not wife. It's you see, you're ignorant. Why? It's wives. WIVES, not WIFE''S. WIV as in Victor, ES. See, I gotta motherfucking teach you lessons and everything. Where's your wife? I'm not getting paid for this shit. Call your wife. And don't talk to Ice either. Don't talk to Ice, motherfucker. Your wife ain't gonna tell you, but I tell you, don't talk to Ice. When they come knocking on your door, do not talk to them. Do not even open the door for them. How about that? And then I got my homemade juice. Damn, you upset? Upset about what? She got you there. What? Erica, I'll check my email. I will be sure to check my email. It looked like grapefruit juice, but it's not. It's literally melon dew, cantaloupe, grapes, pineapples, and watermelon. That's what's in here. It's a juice. And then I use my strainer. This is a strainer right here. I use that and got all the pulp out of it. And then I got a fresh juice. Ever since I started meal prepping, started last week, but ever since I have started meal prepping, it's so easy to just go in my fridge. Like I spent all day yesterday, which was Sunday, meal prepping. I meal prepped for breakfast, dinner, went to the grocery store, got a few items that I needed, and then I was able to just go in my fridge today and grab my breakfast, and I'll be able to grab my dinner, and I'll be able to grab breakfast and dinner Monday through Friday. But I'll probably, the dinner that I have on Friday, I'm probably gonna save it because I'm going out to dinner with a friend that I met on Ocean Drive a couple of weeks ago. I met her through another friend, and she wanted to do a nice dinner, so we're gonna go to dinner on Friday night, which I'm super excited about. And we also have a dinner plans on in the first, I think it's like the second week of February. But I like this friend because she was like, she called me on the phone straight up, no bullshit, like, hey girl, I would really like to have a nice dinner, and let's go have a nice dinner. So we're gonna go have a nice dinner and get to know each other and see if we're compatible as friends, which is something I've had to do quite often here in Miami. Meet girls and see if we're compatible as friends. Oftentimes we're not, because I quickly realize that it doesn't take much. Sometimes it's, I don't like to waste time. We just don't be compatible. Like, I've met a lot of girls here in Miami, but we haven't all been compatible. You like girls? Sometimes at work, I've been with a girl before. I've ate pussy before. I've been with a girl, like, yeah. But I don't have a desire for women every day. And another thing that comes to, when it comes to dating women, is I don't have I have PNC. It's like I have this lustful desire for women. Like, I want to make out with them because I think that women are beautiful. But after the PNC is real, like the post-nut clarity, that's very real. It's a real feeling. I don't want to cuddle with you. I don't want you, like, we could be in the same house, we could smoke blunts, like, you could, like, after we do we can chill, but leave me alone just for a little bit. That's why I feel like women are, that's why I can understand women from a male's perspective, because I've made out with them and then I'd be like, girl, you're annoying. That's how I know that I'm not really into girls, and I feel like it's a phase, because after I make out with them, I feel like I don't want them around anymore, and I don't think that it's kind. And because I give that disclaimer up front, it has made my prospect pool very small, very, very small. Because I be telling them, like, girl, I'm not trying to date. I'm not trying to date. And I guess if you tell anybody that up front, like if I met a man and he told me that he just wanted to have sex with me and he didn't want to date me, that would turn me off a little bit too. But sometimes, most of the time, I meet girls who are questioning their sexuality and they are just curious. And I'm not necessarily curious because I've already explored my curiosity, but I feel as if they are questioning their sexuality and then they don't know how to quite go about experiencing something that they have a desire for. That's when I come in and they get mad because I be like, yeah, I'm not trying to go any further than this. So that upsets them. Yeah. You just described most men. That's why I get it. I get it. I'm not a man, but I get it. I get it because it happened to me. And I was just like, yeah, I don't have a desire to like date a girl because girls are so annoying. Like, women look beautiful, their bodies are beautiful, their smiles are beautiful, the way they wear their hair, their nails, their curves, you know, the way they accessorize themselves. Like, women are so fucking beautiful. Like, and there's so many different types of women. That's why I think it's like Neapolitan ice cream, all the flavors. Like, Earth has all the flavors of different kind of women you want. You literally can build a woman. You don't necessarily, but you can find the woman that you really truly desire. Do you qualify to have her? That's another question. But you can find the woman that you truly desire, and there's so many options for you to feel like you can have what you want. And that's why I also understand when I meet a rich nigga, like a wealthy man, that he has all these options and he's not ready to close his dating pool because he has all these options and because he has all these resources, because he's so desirable to so many women, because he's like 1 in 10%, like he's like a small percentage of the man that everybody wants. So I get it. I get it. That's why I choose to work hard for everything that I want in my life, because I don't want to fucking always compete with other bitches for a man that everybody fucking wants. So, you know what feels good about meal prepping is dinner is already ready. And I'm about to go get my ZQuil because I'm going to take my ZQuil. Y'all, tell me why yesterday I was on the phone with my sister, right? And I was telling my sister, and I heard my niece in the background, and I was telling my niece, I said, I bet you I get my melatonin and take my melatonin before you do. So I started competing with my niece. Like, I bet you I go to sleep before you do. Because, you know, kids like to compete. I was like, I bet you I take my melatonin before you do. I bet you I take my melatonin before you do. We raced to take the melatonin. She was like, I beat you, auntie. I beat you. I bet you I go to sleep before you do. I bet you I go to sleep before you do. And she's like, no, you're not, auntie. No, you're not, auntie. Daddy made her ass get in the goddamn bed. She thought we was competing, but I really was trying to get her ass in the goddamn bed, and it worked. Compete with your child to go to sleep. Compete with your niece and nephew to go to sleep. I bet you would take their ass. It might make them go to sleep because you be like, I bet you I could beat you to go to sleep. See, this my room. This how dark my room gets because I closed out I use the blackout curtains to close my windows in my bedroom so that I could, it's called biohacking. So I blacked them out. My bad, y'all. So basically, I put a black trash bag over my glass door and I put a black trash bag over my window so that it can block out all the sunlight in here and that I can sleep better. It's called biohacking. So when I turn off the light and I'm in here, no matter what the light is outside, it's always like this in my bedroom. Dark like that. And then I close the door. I be in that bitch knocked the fuck out. I be in that bitch with my air conditioner on, the ceiling fan on, and I be in it, my clean ass body on my clean ass sheets, bitch. I be in there knocked out. You hear me? And then this side of my home is always light. Like, the sun is always coming through. And then, of course, I showed y'all this the other day when I put this privacy screen on my window. That is so fucking cute. Like, I love it so much. So now I don't have to see my motherfucking neighbor. Because, bitch, I don't want to see you when I look out my motherfucking window, bitch. Yup, I don't. So, yeah. I'm about to take my Z-Wheel so I can try to go to bed early because I be stuck in the scroll doom. Do you snore when you sleep? No, I don't snore when I sleep. Nobody has ever told me I snore when I sleep. Do a ghost watch while you sleep. What? And it makes more competitive, which is good too. Exile, what you talking about? Email or text me. Jesus loves you. Nah, that only worked because you are the cool aunt. Chica, you think that only worked because I'm the cool aunt? You think that's why that worked? Chica. You think that's why that worked? Well, I'm gonna be calling my sister all the goddamn time to get my niece to go to sleep, because my niece do not be wanting to go to sleep. But I always, you play still. You were snoring last night. Shut up, Sean. You was not in my bed last night. You're so pretty. Thank you, Gabby. You think that's why it worked, Chica? You think that's why it worked, Chica? I don't know if that's why it worked, but her ass went to sleep. I tell you that much. So I got my Z-Quil, and I'm gonna take my Z-Quil because it's gonna hit effect in about 1 hour. So it's like it's 18:18 right now, which equates to 6:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and about 7:30 I will start feeling the Z-Quil, and I'm trying to be in the bed by 8 because I want to be up by 6. I've been meaning to do my walks. Like, I had started doing my walks at like waking up at 5 a.m. to 6 and taking walks at 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. and I was doing it consistently, but I fell off and started taking my walks at later times during the day because I was going to bed at a later time. But now I want to get that routine back. I actually want to start rollerblading in the morning before work. Like, instead of, we have the beach walk because I'm close to the beach. So instead of doing the walk, it's usually like 4 miles. So instead of walking the 4 miles, I want to rollerblade the 4 miles because I do have my rollerblades. And I've been saying, I want to rollerblade, I want to rollerblade, I want to rollerblade, but I haven't taken the action to do so. So I think that if I go to bed early tonight, I will have the energy to get up and go rollerblading in the morning. Thank you all for the gifts. What do you do for a living? Where am I from? You're military? I'm not military. I'm from heaven, and I'm a senior technical recruiter. Rollerblading is awesome. I have 2 pair of rollerblades, so if you wear a size 8 in women, you can come rollerblade with me. I have a pair of rollerblades for you to do so. Nice. Get those endorphins pumping in the morning. Exactly, Chica. So I've been getting up in the morning, going walking like every single morning, which has been so nice. But I need to get my consistency level back up. My minimum is, it's like I was working out every single day, and then I went down to 3 days a week. And I do want to put on a little bit of weight, but I've never really been a person to put on weight, mainly due to me being very athletic, always being a runner, always walking, always rollerblading. I've been skating since I was a little girl, always being active. It's like I don't really know how to sit down and gain weight, because as soon as I feel my body, I like to feel light like a feather. And as soon as I start feeling my body getting heavy, i.e. my thighs rubbing together, my booty getting too fat. I don't like my booty to be too fat. Like, I know that people like men like fat butts, and even me, I like a little hand grab. Like, I like my booty, but I don't want my booty super fat because I don't like how it makes my body feel. Like, my body preferences aren't anyone else's body preferences. I've just found what makes me feel good, the weight level that makes me feel good, and what I need to do to maintain my figure as is, because I don't like the way that extra weight feels on me in any way, shape, or form. And I got into it last week with my neighbor because we went on a 4-mile walk, and I told her I didn't like my thighs rubbing together, and she took offense to that. But that's literally my motivation for me not gaining weight. It's almost like, bitch, you gonna get your thighs rubbing together if you don't motherfucking go work out. Like, that's what I hear in my head. Not that that's what happens, but that's what I hear in my head if I don't go work out, because that's what happens, and I don't like the way it makes me feel. Edward, don't laugh. Don't laugh, Edward. That's for real. What's the name of your favorite book and or author? The name of my favorite book is The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. It was written in 1928. You can read it in one day. What's the name? Yep. You seem like you know yourself very well. Exile, I do know myself very well. I spend a lot of time with myself, a lot. Like, I literally spend the most time ever with myself. I've spent the most time ever with myself in the past, since 2000. I want to say since 2022. I've really been spending, like, I've always been by myself most of my life, but people have mingled in and out. But since 2022 is where I've been, like, really, really digging into who I am, getting to know what I like. Like, the way I explained it to one of my friends the other day, because she was like, she's trying to find herself and find who she is, and apart from her family's identity. And I told her the way that I got to know myself is like how a man would get to know me. I started asking the same questions. I started dating myself, basically. I started dating myself how a man would date me. I started getting to know myself how you get to know a friend. And then I started nurturing myself how I expected a family member to do so. So I was able to cultivate all those feelings, because I used to feel really bad and I used to feel neglected when I would reach out for people's love and they didn't support me. When I would reach out for people and they would ignore me, like, I could deal with you later. I don't like that feeling of rejection, basically. So I learned to pour that love into myself so that no one can no longer make me feel rejected. And no matter who enters my life or who exits my life, I will be okay. I will be okay. I'm still going to eat good. I'm still going to sleep good. I'm still going to have my emotional identity. I'm still going to be okay. I'm still going to have my emotions intact. I will not allow friends who didn't love me back, or family members who didn't love me back, or lovers who didn't love me back to affect the way that I love moving forward. I promise you that I will continue to, I don't change the way that I love. I change who I love, because I refuse to allow people who don't know themselves or love themselves taint my view of life in the way that I see it. For me, I've always felt as if getting to know myself was the most important thing, because I have to live with myself the longest. And I also find that a lot of people who don't have a positive inner dialogue when it comes to themselves, they usually talk very down about themselves, and they see their shortcomings and their flaws way before they see their strengths that make them likable to most people who are around them. When we look in the mirror, we often see just a reflection of what we've seen all our lives, not realizing the beauty in us that others see also. And for me, I have taken the time to look in the mirror and not only observe what others see from the beauty within myself, but also from that same retrospect, seeing the beauty in others and who they are, and accepting them for their flaws and their shortcomings, because I understand that we are humans and not everyone is perfect. We all have our strengths. We all have our weaknesses. We all have the same amount of time in a day. And depending on our action that we want to take to make our lives better, we can do so. So for me, I look at myself. Even right now, I'm sitting in my house by myself, talking to you through a camera, looking at my phone. I see the comments in the chat, and I appreciate you all for being here. However, when I log off this camera, I still have to be me. This is not a performance. This is not something I'm just doing. I'm merely here to show you how to be. I'm being the example and showing you that if you have enough belief in yourself, you can do it too. The only difference between me and you, no matter which level you compare it to, is that I believe in myself. And maybe you don't believe in yourself. Therefore, you don't know how to take action and make things happen. But I'm here to show you, even if it's not, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to start. And it doesn't have to be one day. It could be day one. And I know that sounds cliche, but it is so true. You literally, all you have to do is get up and decide that today I want to be better. Today I want to be different. Apply the 1% and make it motherfucking happen. Don't let nobody tell you you can't. Don't let nobody ever make you feel like you less than a person. Understand that other people who want to see you doing successful and well are going to encourage you to do so. Anyone who tries to discourage you from your dreams, going after your goals, and telling you that it wasn't meant for you, they're probably jealous because they want to see you doing good, but not better than them. So remember that when you share your dreams and goals. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't even be sharing them until they are brought into fruition, because once you bring them to fruition, it's like you're throwing pearls at swine when you continuously tell people about your dreams and your goals and what it is that you want to do. But when you bring it to fruition and you're just like, oh, I've been doing this. This is something I wanted to do in my life. And now that you're doing it, people will come back and ask you, how did you do that? When was it? I've been around you all this time. When do you have this going on? It's not my fault that you didn't take the time to get to know me. It's not my fault that you didn't take the time to understand what I'm about. It's not my fault that you prejudged me and had all these preconceived notions about who I was and what I was like before you decided to read the book. Most of the times, people don't like traveling is like a book. People who don't travel only read the first fucking page. That's all they do. And then they make a whole, how you write a book report on a book you ain't even read?